Hi everyone, I'm Rachel. In today's tutorial, I'll teach you how to color a multicolor animal illustration using the Color Therapy app. This technique may look advanced, but it's actually a simple process. All you need is a variety of colors and a little creativity. Search for this image under Animals, Majestic Lions. So I want to start off by showing you my inspiration. It's from this artist, Bob WEER, and so he has a really colorful lion. And let's zoom in here so you can see that the lines are very jagged and they intersect with one another. And there's a whole variety of different colors there. So some of the lines are a bit curvy, but most of them are very harsh and jagged. So I'm going to use colors from the Vibrant palette, which work really well for the face and the mane, and a couple colors from the Dark Shades palette. So for example, I'm going to choose this dark purple on the top row from the Dark Shades palette. Make sure it's set to solid and just tap to fill in the background. This dark background will give a lot of contrast to our colorful lion. I'm going to tap in the nose with that dark purple as well. Now go and select a basic black and tap in the ears, as well as the area around the eyes and the pupils. Now we're going to be using the pen tool for all of this. So select the pen tool, set the opacity at 100 and the size at 4. Set coloring inside the lines mode to off. And now see the shaded areas around the mouth and the nose? With black, I just want you to fill that in. So the nose, mouth, and eyes are going to stand out against the colorful fur. Then you can turn coloring inside the lines mode to on and fill in the area right below the mouth. So we get those jagged lines that are already there. And then when you get to the eyes, lower the size down to 1. This time, let's turn coloring inside the lines mode to off. And I'm going to trace around the eyes and fill the black part in. That's already black so that it's there when we remove the lines. And I'm also going to add my own little elements as well. So I'm bringing up a little wing here and another one, sort of these curvy jagged edges coming off of the eye, and just filling those in. Now go to the Vibrant palette. Select whatever color you like for the eyes and just tap to fill it in. Now going back to the pen tool, use any of those colors from the Vibrant palette. So I'm going to start with a light blue, and you're going to start to draw these little chunks coming off of the eye outward. So for example, I'll just draw the outline of this chunk. And so what I'm doing is going with the direction of the fur. So I see the lines that are already there for me going in the left and downward direction. So they're going up and then down. And then if you want to fill that in, just raise the size a little bit to fill it in, and then you can lower it as needed to fill in the more detailed areas. So the more crisp the lines you can get, the better. So now I'm going to switch colors. So every time you switch a direction of fur or drawing a new chunk of hair, just switch colors. So now I'm going to choose a bright pink, and I'm going to make sure it's set down to 1 or 2% and draw my next chunk of fur coming off of the eye. So it's kind of an abstract shape, but again, I'm just working outward from the eye and just sort of following the direction of the fur coming outward, and then just filling it in. And continue onward, just drawing in more chunks of fur coming out of each previous shape. So again, use size 1 to outline the shape, and then you can raise the size a little bit to fill it in. And all you have to do is continue in this pattern for the rest of the image. So I also want to use some darker colors here and there for some contrast. So the Dark Shades palette, I'll use the very last purple on the top row, as well as a dark green on the top row too. So each shape will fit together like a puzzle piece that you create. I'd recommend making your shapes smaller for detailed areas like the eyes, nose, and mouth, and making them larger for bigger areas such as the mane. And then when you reach the area between the face and the mane, turn coloring inside the lines mode to on, and then you can just continue filling in your shapes, but it'll help to show the difference between the face and the fur. And still with coloring inside the lines mode on, when you're working in the mane hair, you can make larger chunks, make them longer and more jagged too. It looks neat if you really bring in long strands into one another. It looks really neat too when some of the chunks are really long, making the strands more dramatic. And that's the theory behind the whole image, so just apply all of those steps to the rest of the image. When you're finished, don't forget to remove the lines. You can try this technique on any close-up animal in the app. If you'd like to see more tutorials like this, don't forget to subscribe to the Color Therapy YouTube channel so you don't miss any new tutorial videos. Thanks for watching our tutorial. You can get the Color Therapy app for free on the App Store.